sounds a little bit differently than you hear them at school because the acoustics in here are a little different, right? With the marble walls and the real high ceiling. So I'm just really excited to have you here. I know you guys just have a couple weeks of school left, right? Until you get a nice holiday break week. So just keep working hard. We'll get there and have a little break. But I'm real proud of you because I know you work really hard at your schoolwork and you work really hard here on your performance today. And I'm just so glad that you're able to be here and perform for us. Okay, so good luck today. Break a leg and good work at school. And this is our county clerk, Jamie Romeo. She was going to say a few words for you too, and then kick you guys off. Okay? Awesome.
Thank you, County Executive. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We are really excited. I would say, having worked in this building a really long time, it's very exciting to see you guys being like blazing the trail of our first choir that's here this time. I know we want to recognize the music director, Nick Vanderweiss, for being here and leading this great group. We're so excited. Also, I don't know if the principal, Mr. Alexander Rodriguez, is here. Maybe not. And I know also we want to thank interim superintendent Maria Strickland for his support also as well. So I will say, so my office, the county clerk's office, is the first floor of all of these areas behind me. So while it might not seem like there's a lot of people listening to everybody, obviously if you look up, this is a very big building. And one of the things we love about the holidays are these concerts, because a lot of people are still working at their desks, they're working with customers, they're working with the public, but they get to listen to all of their music. And it's just fills everyone up with warmth and joy. And who knows, maybe we'll even see more snowflakes and bring the season full circle. But we thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us. We're so excited to hear you. And also thank you for being the first. It's always awesome to be the first. So we can't wait to hear your wonderful.
Thank you. We are the Dr. Michelle Goguri-Alampi Senior Bell Choir from Anna Marie Douglas Academy, School number 12. from the Rochester City School District, as was mentioned. My name is Mr. Nick Vanderweist. I am the vocal and general music teacher at School 12, one of 3 music teachers that are there. That was, of course, the traditional O Come All Ye Faithful. We would like to continue our program with Away in a Manger. At school number 12, we are, I believe, the only school in the city school district to have the fortune of being able to have a bell choir. And I have the great fortune of being able to have the time in my schedule to have more than one. This is our senior bell choir. This is the most experienced group that I have. And over the last 10 years that I have been at the school as a teacher, I have grown several 3rd and 4th graders. I start with a lot of students in 3rd and 4th grade with the bell choir, and oftentimes they walk into the room, into the rehearsal space, never having picked up one of these instruments before. And a lot of times they pick them up and they look at them. How do we do this? And as we teach them how to play them, and I tell them, well, we have to be very careful. These are very expensive instruments. You're holding quite a few $1,000s in each hand. And I do tell them, honestly, it's kind of a lesson a little bit in perseverance and struggling, because we start the first few weeks as just getting a sound out of the instruments. And a lot of times I have students, like, we teach them the technique of ringing, and even right now, I have the luxury of having 3 different bell choirs. I have a 3rd and 4th grade group that is as in the last 9 years or so, they're at that point where they are just starting to read music, they're starting to get the system of reading bells. But they started out just like these guys did. Mister, it's not working. Did you try doing it this way? Oh, I got a sound. And so then we proceed to actually reading the music. And I tell them, I want you to start to think as one group, as one brain. And as they grow as a group, I try to keep groups of students together. These guys, as a group, for the most part, have been ringing since they've been in 3rd and 4th grade. And they have grown through 4th and 5th grade. These are mostly 5th and 6th graders with a couple of 4th graders that have also joined that were really experienced from last year as well. So this is like I said, the top group. So it is an experience every year watching them struggle a little bit, but it's that joy of discovery when they finally kind of be able to get the concept of ringing the bells. And I feel very blessed, if I may use that word, to be able to teach this instrument and to watch them grow as a team, watch them grow as a group, and you can hear the results. So we're going to continue our program with Silent Night. Back to regulars. Class. while they're getting ready, if I could just speak to a moment to who the bell choir is named for. Dr. Michelle LaGreia-Lampi was a beloved principal at School 12 for 10 years. She unfortunately passed away a few years ago of pancreatic cancer. And the reason that the bell choir is named for her is she loved this group. She loved the fact that it was a unique aspect of her building. And when she was looking for a music teacher to come to the building, she was looking for somebody specifically who could teach bells. And so fate kind of being what it was, I had experience doing it. And we were at a transfer day, and she was looking for different music teachers, and she went along the lines asking each music teacher, have you ever taught a handbell choir before? No. Have you ever taught a handbell choir before? No. Have you ever taught a handbell choir before? As a matter of fact, I have. She walked over to the table and she went, I want him. And so as I transferred into the building, started building the handbell program, it was always one of those things at the concerts. Now, she was a musician herself, so she understood what it took to get students ready for a concert. She understood what it took to practice, to perform, to get ready for that performance experience. And so it was always a joy to kind of watch out of the corner of her eye when the bells would play. She would always sit there with her eyes closed, with a smile on her face, and just listen, and just enjoying the moment whenever they would play, no matter what style of music we would play, whether it was a holiday concert, a winter concert, a summer concert. She always seemed to take that moment, despite the busyness of school and all of her responsibilities, to just enjoy the music of her handbell choir in her building. And so in honor of her and all of her support through the years, as long as I'm a teacher at School 12, this group will be known for her. And so that's just the little story as to why this is the Dr. Michelle LaGreia. So we're going to continue our program with the song O Come, O Come. Okay, we're cool. Okay, I understand. So, but before we do this, just to say, so one of the cool concepts, again, about a handbell choir is we get to do, you notice that they're kind of spinning the bells. There's vibrato, there's other interesting techniques that we get to do. You're going to see them do something called a tower swing, as in like a bell tower. So you're going to get to hear that kind of unique effect with the bell choir in the song as well. Right? The downside of that is we don't want to take out your tree. So one more quick story, if I could kind of brag on these guys a little bit, is that the last time we were out in a building like this was actually before COVID. We were invited to the Mayor of Rochester's tree lighting ceremony. And it was my understanding at the time that School of the Arts always got invited. Their orchestra was there, their choir was there. It was kind of a yearly thing for them to traditionally be invited. We got invited at the last minute because, again, it's a bell choir. It was kind of something different. So School of the Arts went. They did their performance. They did the Hallelujah chorus, which of course was awesome. Orchestra, singer, it was great. Then our bell choir went. And some of these guys had older siblings that were actually playing in that group all of those years ago. And I see some people up on the balconies actually looking down at us right now. Our bell choir started performing, and much like this building, they had balconies there too. And I'm watching out of the corner of my eye as people come out, eyebrows raised, going, what's this? And it was just kind of a really cool moment to see people kind of come out and going, well, that's it. So it was kind of a cool moment for us as a bell choir to be able to do that. So our next song is going to be God Rest You Mary Gentle. B flat, B flat. Earth Shall Ring is kind of our encore piece. We appreciate you having us. We are the Anna Marie Douglas, Dr. Michelle Vaguri-Alampi Anna Marie Douglas Academy, School number 12. Dr. Michelle Vaguri-Alampi, Senior Bell Choir. And just as a footnote, as long as I am a teacher of bell choirs, we will not be performing Jingle Bells for you.
Yeah.